Hello, guys. Hope you're doing well. I'm Ollie. If you enjoy a good Reddit story, feel free to hit that subscribe button. I won't stop you. Right then, let's crack on with our first story of the day. Our first story of the day comes from Educational Love 5101 in the AmITheJerk subreddit. And it says, Am I the jerk for installing hidden cameras in my apartment without telling my boyfriend because I think he's hurting me on purpose? I've been with my boyfriend for 2 years, and we've been living together for about 6 months. Lately, things have been rough because our schedules are completely opposite. I'm doing my medical residency, working nights from 5 p.m. to 8 a.m., and he's got a normal daytime job, so we barely overlap anymore. There's been a lot of tension and fighting about not spending enough time together. But here's what's been happening. I keep getting hurt in the apartment. Every time, he tells me I need to stop being so clumsy, but something about it doesn't feel right. A few days ago, I came home after my shift, opened one of the kitchen cabinets, and the whole heavy door just came off the hinge and hit me in the head. It left a massive bruise near my hairline. Co-workers kept asking what happened. I'm pretty sure I had a mild concussion. When I went to fix it, the hinge and screws were just gone. They weren't on the floor, not on the counter, nowhere. This morning, I was grabbing socks from his drawer, and sitting right there was the hinge, the screws, and a screwdriver. Last week, I got up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom and slammed my shin so hard into the bed frame, I almost fell. There's always enough room for me to walk on my side, but when I checked later, the carpet had marks showing the bed had been shifted a foot toward the wall. This made my space tighter, ensuring I'd hit it. I haven't confronted him because, honestly, what am I supposed to say? Did you sabotage the cabinet and move the bed to hurt me? He'd think I'm crazy. I kind of think I'm crazy. So, I bought hidden cameras and installed them around the apartment. I didn't tell him. I know that's a violation of trust or whatever, but I needed to know if I'm losing my mind or if this is actually happening. Yesterday, I checked the footage and saw him in the kitchen with a screwdriver. He was messing with one of the other cabinet doors. He didn't fix the broken one, just another one. I still haven't said anything. I'm trying to figure out how to get out safely. Am I the a-hole for installing the cameras without telling him?
A Reddit user says, You're not the jerk. Why are you still there? Just leave. What kind of accident are you waiting for to push you toward the door? I would have said something the moment I found the hinge and screwdriver in his drawer. I watch enough true crime to know that I don't want to be the focus of a documentary or a podcast.
A Reddit user says, Not the jerk. You need an exit strategy. Someone says, You're not the asshole at all. You were smart about getting cameras in this situation. Now you have to leave safely. Someone says, I'm pretty sure I would notice if my bed was moved a foot when I walked into the room. A Reddit user says, I think I've seen a movie about this. He's slowly trying to drive you crazy. I don't even think you need the cameras. You have undeniable evidence with the cupboard that fell off, and you found the screw in his drawer. If you need additional evidence, I guess you can record him. But either way, you're absolutely not the jerk. Get out of there. The next story comes from Unlucky Amoeba in the Relationship Advice subreddit, and it says, My 27 female, boyfriend, 29 male, of 7 years cheated on me. I'm going to disappear from his life. Is there anything I'm missing? I, a 27-year-old female, just found out my boyfriend, a 29-year-old male, of 7 years, cheated on me. My boyfriend went to our home state to see his family for the weekend. He's been going quite often this year, about once a month, saying it's because his grandparents are old and miss him. I thought nothing of it until this morning. I received a screenshot from a mutual friend of ours showing my boyfriend's location on Snapchat. He was at his parents' house, but a girl's Bitmoji was there as well. It wasn't his sister or mum, and his parents, who weirdly also have Snapchat, weren't home either. He didn't tell me he was going to be with anyone else today. I tried to call him, but he did not pick up. I looked on Snapchat and his location was turned off. The mutual friend says my boyfriend has told everyone back home that we broke up 4 months ago. He said my boyfriend was making him stay quiet about it because he was trying to find the right time to tell me. As far as his parents know, he's moving home once our lease is up. The reason our mutual friend told me was because he walked in on my boyfriend and the girl hooking up with each other this morning. I texted an old friend who lived in my hometown, and she immediately asked why my boyfriend was on Tinder. We caught up, and she sent me proof of his photos on Tinder and his bio. It hurt to see that photos I took of him were used. He had even covered my face in a photo we took together and wrote, "This could be you." I had no idea his family thought we were broken up and that he was looking for other people to date. We even went to Italy a month ago, celebrating our 7-year anniversary. I'm so confused and I don't know what to do. I look around and everything in our apartment seems like a lie. My soon-to-be ex texted me just now and he is on his flight back. He'll be back in about 5 hours. Obviously, he can find his own way to the apartment from the airport. I'm shocked and numb, but my best friend is with me, helping me pack up all my clothes. I'm leaving and I'm not leaving a trace of myself behind. Our dog is coming with me and I'll be staying at my best friend's place for now. My soon-to-be ex and I already have separate bank accounts and our joint bank account does not have much in it right now. I make more money than he does, so he can keep it. I can't go to the leasing office because it's closed on Sundays, but I sent an email asking for early termination of the lease. We're registered as domestic partners, so I've completed the termination form and will drive it up to the LA County office tomorrow. He is on my health insurance and I've sent the email to HR to remove him as soon as possible. We have several large photo albums together and I'm not sure what to do with those. Keeping them would be too difficult, but I don't want him to have the satisfaction of having our photos. It's clear he uses our memories in a horrible way. Is there anything I'm missing? I can't seem to think of anything and all my thoughts seem so jumbled. Nothing makes sense, but I know I can't stay. Any help to cut ties with someone this close to my heart would be appreciated.
Edit. Here's the update. Stink Eye 63 says, take pictures or video of the apartment before you leave so he cannot damage it and claim that you did it.
The day after her life took a dramatic turn, the OP comes back with an update, and it says,
This is an update to this post. Thank you everyone for all the solid advice. I'm compiling everything I did in this first section, so if others need a way to cut contact with a person, they can reference this. As mentioned in the comments, I logged myself out of our Apple TV and Xbox. I cancelled the Wi-Fi that I paid for and returned the modem to the carrier. I took my payment information for utilities off our account. I packed up all my sauces, spices, and cooking oils and took note to only leave dried rosemary behind. He hates that stuff. I printed out and framed the screenshot of his Tinder profile and left it on the kitchen table. I closed a piece of dog poop into the frame as well. I'll keep the photo albums. He can have this. I took a video of the entire apartment after packing up all my things. I left my keys in the mailbox to the leasing office and emailed the leasing office of my departure with the videos of what the apartment looked like prior to locking up. I updated my address for the USPS, vet, hospital, school, work, and my dog's chip. I talked to human resources and am in the process of getting him off my health insurance, changing the benefactor of my life insurance to my parents, if only I could name my dog, and emergency contact. I'm going to the bank to take myself off the joint bank account. Fortunately, I'm not worried about my credit, as all of our finances have stayed separate, but I'm grateful to those who told me to freeze my credit. I logged out of all devices for all streaming services, social media, and my work, personal, and school email. I blocked him on all social media, chat rooms, and his phone number. I made a doctor's appointment to get STD tested. I'm on my way to an appointment with the county office to terminate our domestic partnership. It's been an incredibly busy 18 hours, but I've had a lot of help from my friends. I haven't been able to sleep either. As far as what happened since he arrived, here's what's up. I already blocked him before he landed. I received many texts and calls from his parents and sister that I did not see. Then, when I noticed his sister calling, I picked up. At first, the call was hostile. She accused me of being some crazy ex-girlfriend that couldn't let her brother go. Funny, since I just packed up and left. She brought up that it had been 4 months and that I needed to move on. I told her that the ex never approached me about breaking up and that 1 month ago, we celebrated our 7th anniversary and started to plan our wedding. I had no indication he even wanted to break up. We reset a bit and she allowed me to tell her my side of the story. I told her he was somewhat distant this year, but he had blamed it on their grandparents being old and wanting to spend more time with them before they pass away. It turns out their grandparents have been deceased for 2 years. I never met them because my ex claimed they were super racist since the grandfather was a Vietnam War veteran. I'm Southeast Asian. It turns out you can't be racist when you're deceased. We ended the call on a positive note, with his sister saying that it was a lot to take in. She said she felt bad as the girl he was cheating on me with was one of her friends. She had introduced them to each other sometime last year when my ex was apparently unhappy with our relationship. They hit it off and he was supposed to break it off with me. I guess he never had the courage to do so. She was also confused as to why he was on Tinder, as he was in a relationship with her friend. I sent her all the Tinder receipts after hanging up. Later in the night, I received an email from the ex. To sum it up, yes,
He asked me to come to the apartment to talk it out. No, he did not apologize for anything. He ended the email with, I love you. As far as I know, he doesn't know where I am. I also don't believe he knows where my friend lives, as she just moved and he hasn't been here yet. He also doesn't seem like that type of person, but I guess I didn't really know him after all. We'll keep locks ready and bats near the door. It's been so helpful just writing out everything that's happened so far, but all of your advice, support, and guidance in this situation has made me feel empowered to leave. At times, I just wanted to stop packing and hope that when he came home, everything would go back to normal and the text would just be a distant memory. Your words of encouragement have really helped me follow through and leave. Nothing good would have come from staying. Thank you all again. Edit. Just added a link in the beginning to the original post. Edit 2. Sorry, I was unclear about the timeline. The parents and sister called me about 2 hours after he landed. I assume it was because he got home, realized the person paying half his rent will no longer be doing so, and reached out to his family.
The dog poop may have contributed to the heightened emotions.
Someone says, it takes a lot to leave someone you've been with for 7 years. I know you are just a stranger, but I've been thinking about you the whole day, and I wanted to say that I'm proud of you. You've done what many women struggle to do. You are such an inspiration. I wish you nothing but the best for your future. I'm so sorry that you had to go through this. What a shock it must have been to find out all of this about someone you thought loved you. He doesn't deserve to see you ever again, and I know you will never grant him that.
OP responds, thank you so much. I've just seen so many people struggle with it, and in the end, the outcome never seems good. I'm glad I could get out of it quickly, and I hope other people can too. Possible Dick 1194 says, forward the email to his sister where he's saying he loves you. He'll forward it to the whole family so they know he's a cheater. Edit. Customarily, thank you for the award.